Okay, so I've never like mastered the whole like taking a nice picture of yourself in the mirror or whatever. So, ooh, there's my head. I'm going to drive down to Palm Desert and get a haircut from my aunt. She works down there on El Paseo. It's a really nice shopping district down there. Oh, there's my head. I'm very attractive this morning in my boyfriend's robe and like, I just woke up like this. I'm gonna go up over the mountain and we're gonna do the Palms to Pines like scenic drive. But actually, we're gonna do it backwards and do the Pines to Palms. But yeah, and I figured I could like vlog and just kind of like do like a cool, you know, kind of like day in the life. I tried to do this the other day and I didn't turn on the camera one single time because I kind of suck. But yeah, so I just figured that would be kind of like a nice day, and you know, I'm not doing much today except for like cool fun stuff, and then I'm gonna go hang out with a friend and just kind of hang out before school, which starts at 5 o'clock tonight. I'm taking a microbiology class, so yeah, I thought I'd bring along my camera and actually use it. So I'm looking forward to that, and this really nice, you know, beautiful full-on glamour shot that I could take this morning in my boyfriend's robe. So yeah, I'll bring my camera and use it today. So here's my first, no, good morning. Yeah, and I'll check back in a little bit. Medication, a dog foot, a dog, no, licking the camera. That's helpful. I've been wearing some amber paste, and I'll mix it with Gem, some vanilla essential oil. Do you want to say hi? Good morning. So there's Liv Doodle's eyeball. She's really close. Yeah, hi. So there's Gem. Well, hold on a sec. Let me set this up. All right. So I hope it's an okay angle. So we're driving up. When we get to a nicer part, I'll go ahead and turn the camera around so you guys can see like the cool pine trees and stuff. But I'm no longer wearing a bathrobe, so that's cool. I have this kind of cool like shelfy thing where my navigation is. So I have the camera set there. I'm not holding it or touching it or looking at it or anything, but we're safe. The desert's probably good. Oh my God. There's a car pulled over, so everybody stopped. Like there's not two lanes or anything, but we have a good hour or so drive. But yeah, so thanks. Good God, or somebody could just like, you know, hit me. Seriously, we almost just got hit. That was really cool. I don't even know what I was saying. I swear to God. But yeah, let's try to not get hit, and let's try to have a cool drive. But yeah, so I thought maybe like as we're driving I could kind of talk about what's been going on, what's been whatever. So I went and saw my doctor just recently, and she told me I need to lose weight, and I agree. That's actually why I made the appointment. I want to get back to how I was when I've gained 50 pounds, in case you couldn't see. I used to run a lot, and I used to just jog. It wasn't like lifting weights. I wasn't like, I didn't do like marathons, but I was running like 5Ks and stuff. And then I got really sick. I can't remember how much I talked about that, but I got really sick. I ended up with getting diagnosed with, should I get coffee? No, I'll get coffee later. I'll get coffee up there or in the desert. Either one. They have really good like local roasters, but I got really sick and I ended up getting a pacemaker, and so that kind of, I don't know, put a damper on that. And hey, there's my mom. I started getting funny. I got I don't know. I got diagnosed with a dysautonomia, and so that made my heart rate go up and down and up and down. I started fainting, and like that was a hot mess, and so that made it hard to run. Oh good, I'm glad the person that almost hit me just pulled up right behind me. But that made it hard to run, so I stopped running, obviously. And then now that's kind of, I mean, that was like it was huge. It was like it was a year journey to find anybody I hate that word, journey. It was a year of just trying to find a doctor that would like take me seriously. One doctor told me to go see psych because I was acting crazy. And I mean, yeah, I was acting crazy because I couldn't stop fainting, and I got my license taken away, and like, I mean, I was 27 years old when that started happening. So I mean, yeah, anyway, but so yeah, I was like, I had to walk to work, and like, I mean, how safe is walking to work when you can't stop fainting? But anyway, I found a doctor that actually like listened to me, and she was like, well, let's put in a pacemaker and we'll see if that helps. And it did, because she was able to slow down my heart rate without, like, you know, and then using the pacemaker, keep it fast enough to, I mean, it doesn't go any slower than what the rate is set at, which is 50. So I'm not gonna like faint anymore, because my heart rate would go so fast, and then all of a sudden it would just dump and I would fall on the ground. And like one time I was hiking, and I fainted on the hiking trail, and my dog had to go find some people, and like, she brought the people back to me, and they were like, hey, your dog's pretty cool, are you okay? So yeah, I mean, it was crazy. And I would like, what happened initially is that I went for a jog around my neighborhood, which is actually coming up where I used to live, and I couldn't stop shaking, and it was like this like Parkinsonian tremor where it was just like I looked like this all the time. I couldn't even write with a pencil or a pen, and I couldn't stop. It just like suddenly came on, and it wouldn't stop, and it continued, like it never stopped. I would sleep and shake, and you know, people thought that I was doing this for attention, like just faking the shaking thing. And I worked at a hospital, so you know, one day at work I was like, this has been going on for like a week, so can we look at this? And I went down to the ER, and they didn't know what to do. I went and saw a neurologist, and he's like, well, maybe it's like a essential tremor. They took my heart rate, and it, luckily, you know, I am a teletech, but I used to run my own strips, and sometimes I'm like, hey, look at this, my heart rate is 185. Well, hey, look at this, now it's 32. And so I would take these back and forth, the doctor, back and forth, and yeah, it was like, it was a hot mess. But so they, at the same time, my body temperature was back and forth between like 95 degrees and 102 degrees, and I also had blood pressures of like 199 to 200 over 110, and then it would drop down to, it was 60 over 30. So I was really sick. So my cardiologist that I eventually got to go see, which was, it took forever, she called it a dysautonomia, which is a nervous system disorder. And basically the treatment for that is to treat the symptoms. So long story short, I have a pacemaker. I take some meds that I showed in a clip previous, and I'm doing well. So back to the whole thing that started this, I need to lose weight, and my doctor is helping me out. I no longer work at the hospital I was working at. I worked there for 7 years, but now I'm working down in Rancho Mirage at a really nice hospital that I really, really like a lot. It has a much better reputation. It's a much nicer facility. There's like nicer patients, and I don't like to say like, oh, the patients that I was working at sucked, but it's not a drug-seeking hospital. And people care, and the nursing staff is great, and I'm going to school. I have one class left for the prereqs of the nursing program, which I feel like by this time I've been going to school so long, like I should just, yeah, anyway, but I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But anyway, so I'm driving down there today. I feel like I just went on this whole like ramble. What was I even talking about? But yeah, it's really cool to see such a difference. But oh yeah, my doctor is a women's health specialist and also a nutritionist. So she wrote me out a plan to help me lose weight, and it's not an unrealistic goal weight. I am 5'8" and I have a large frame, And I don't care what anybody says, like, oh, all skeletons are the same. I don't care. I am a large person. My mom is a large person. She's not fat. My mom is not fat at all. My sister is a large girl. We're just big, large people. And yeah, we're not petite. So my goal weight is to weigh 180. If you go back to my old videos when I was not a freaking fat ass, that is what I weighed, and I was happy with myself. And I would like to do that again, healthily, in a healthful manner. And I've already lost 4 pounds in the last week, and I honestly, like, I just need to add activity back into my lifestyle plan thing. Being with a boyfriend who cooks like he is a culinary genius is really hard, and he is also not a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian now for like 8 years. It's really hard. When I didn't live with him, I was just eating like my own stuff, and I could cook for myself. He has 3 kids, so it's kind of hard. They don't really care so much what is cooked, they just eat it. They're not really picky eaters. The little one was there for a while. The little one is how the heck old? He's 6. My God, I know these things. He's 6, but he's not really a picky eater anymore. He tried it for a while, but that doesn't really fly so much in our house. Like, what you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit, that kind of thing. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna eat them, make him eat like gross stuff. Like, we don't, to me, like, eating beef tongue is gross, so I'm not gonna be like, here, eat your beef tongue, you know, or your brains, or if that's not gross to you, I'm not trying to throw like, oh, bleh, you know, your food's gross. But like my mom said, she's like, if I'm not gonna eat it, I'm not gonna make you eat it. And, you know, and I'm not gonna make them eat like, I'm a vegetarian, I'm not gonna shove that down their throat, but, you know, I do expect them to try it, so please try it, be respectful. But, you know, and they do, especially the oldest one. He just thinks that's so cool, and he just, if Natalie likes to eat vegetarian, he's like, he just really wants to impress me, and I think that's so funny. So he does, he tries to eat it, and you know, I like that. I think that's really cool. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up now because this memory card sucks, and I want to show you the cool stuff. So shh, Natalie. All right, here, actually though, like, these are the orange groves where I live, and I apologize for the dog hair in my car. The Mazda has a recall for the dashboard, and I have to take my car in. So, and the bumps, oh God, it's gonna fall over. Okay, so we're just pulling into this little tiny mountain town. I actually used to live here, right coming up behind the post office. But yeah, I love it up here, and I would move back in a heartbeat. But my boyfriend can't. Well, his kids go to school down kind of by where we live, but it sucks. But you know, family dynamics and all that stuff. But oh, excuse me. I don't know. It's a whole mixed bag when you're dealing with divorce and all that shiz. There was a cop, and he almost saw me. But, you know, I just wanted to show, like, how it transitions completely from this ugly little deserty kind of, it's not really a desert, but this ugly, like, ghetto-y kind of town where we're living, into this beautiful, like, piney, blue skied, small, little, cool, just, I love it. I love it up here. And I'll show you kind of where I lived here. It's right here. You just have these, like, unobstructed, like, it was really neat. In my backyard, we used to get bobcats, and one time there was a mountain lion, which might not sound that cool, but it, you know, it's cool. We got coyotes that used to pull up, and, you know, they used to stare at my dog and she'd bark, but I lived right behind the store. And here's the little cute little post office, but I'm gonna go inside and just get my mail, so I'll be right back. I just checked my P.O. box. Obviously, I just told you that, but anyway, I ripped the thing, but I must have won this. It's called the Turdminator. It's a pre-poo spritz. It's like that poopery in Alley Apple, which is Fresh Crisp, Macintosh apples, Granny Smith apple, and a hint of cinnamon. This cracks me up. Here's the info, theturdminator.net. Now you can poo without the PU. I'm totally throwing that in my work bag. I don't know, this cracked me up. And then I got something from ColourPop because they were having like 20% off their liquid lip products, like a restock sale. This is in flurries. Oh, this is for my friend Angie. I don't think she'll mind me showing it. I don't care if she does. No, I'm just kidding. But it's cool. This is one of their Ultra Mattes. That's for her. This is for me. This is in Barracuda. It's hard to show stuff in your car when your car's a damn mess. It's redder than I thought. It'll look pretty though. I got a lip pencil. This is I Love Sahari in ColourPop. I don't know what color this is. Oh, it's a 951. That's my area code. Now you all know where I live. And this is in Viper. I'm sure you all know where I live anyway, since I said I was. No, I just showed my dirty ass car. I don't care. Something spilled in there last night. Oh my god. When I was driving home from work. And it just got grosser and grosser. And grosser and grosser. It just became even grosser today. No, I spilled my freaking, so I drive an hour back from work at night. And, yeah. You're looking at my black pant leg and, this guy thinks I'm talking to myself. I mean, I kind of am, but that's cool. Looks like maybe it just looks like I'm talking on the phone. But he probably thinks I'm talking to myself. I don't care. It's crazy mountain people up here. But anyway, I drive an hour and something to and from work. But yeah. So sometimes at night, like I don't know what the hell. I'm starving because I get off work at 7. I would go to work at 7 a.m. right? And so I leave my house at like 5:40, and I'm always really early, but I don't eat breakfast in my car. I just drink a gigantic cup of coffee, and then I get to work and drink more coffee. But on my way home, God, I'm so damn hungry, because what are you gonna do? You can't. Here, what? I want to show you my house. This is my old ass house. The one with the little white porch that used to be my house. Can you see it? Anyway, it was the cutest house ever, but I can't, what am I gonna do? I can't eat dinner. Like, we don't get a dinner break, we get a lunch break, right? I can't be like, oh, excuse me, I have to go eat dinner. So I'm starving in my car. It's the worst time ever. And by the time I get home, it's like 8 o'clock. I can't have a full-on dinner. I'm gonna set up the view in just a second. I'm sorry, I apologize for you looking at my blank pant leg. Okay. Is this better? Not really. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh, so I eat dinner in my car and I make a damn hot mess. And yeah, and then I have to clean it up. But so I spilled. So you just saw my spilled mess. It was like a deep dark secret. But so isn't this like the prettiest view ever? This is where I used to live, and I used to go to bed to coyotes and peacocks, and yeah, pretty, beautiful, pretty. Yeah. Can you see why people would love to live up here, and I love to live up here? There's nobody up here. It's gorgeous. This is where you want to live if you just want peace and quiet. Nothing. All right. Let me go concentrate on driving now. So now that we're coming down the bottom of the mountain, there's some of the coolest like views. I'm sorry about the bumpiness. This road is kind of bumpy, and I do need some air in my tires. But people go so very slow because it's a kind of a windy road, but it's okay. It allows you to really appreciate, like over here especially. I don't know if you can see it, but I mean it's incredible. So I'll fast forward through this footage, and also until just last year. I have this like long, complicated, sordid tale of the South family history. We don't even go to the South, I don't talk about it anymore. But so I asked her, she's a hairdresser, obviously, right? If she wanted to cut my hair, and she said yes. And then I rescheduled like 47 times because I'm a bad person. But so then today she's like, hey, I can cut your hair at noon, and it's freaking noon. I'm never late. I don't like being late. It makes me like, it's a pet peeve when people are late because it's so rude. So then I go the long way because I left like 2 hours early so I wouldn't be late. And then people are driving all slow because they're going up the mountain because they have to drive slow going up the mountain because they get other tourists. Well, then there was an accident up there because there's always an accident, I guess. And then I don't know. Then there was this accident, and then it was like, I don't know, people have to drive like 12 miles an hour because it's a windy road. Well, fine, but get out of my way because I don't like being late. It's rude. So then I had to text her and be like, I wasn't driving when I texted her. It was, you know, I pulled over because I don't text while driving. It's bad. I'm pointing my finger like you guys can see me. Just know I was pointing my finger. It's bad to text while driving. Yeah. So I feel bad. It's rude to be late. I don't like it. I'm never late. In fact, like I was saying, I leave my house. I work down here in the desert. I don't go this long way on my way to work. This is exactly why. I take the freeway. But I leave my house. I get up at 4:50 in the morning, and I leave my house by like usually like 5:30, 5:40, and oh, nobody on. Excuse me. And I get to work by like sometimes like 6:30, 6:40, and I sit in my car and I have this whole like car decompression routine. It's not even a routine. It's just like I sit in my car and like read the news or like, I don't even know, listen to my audiobook or whatever. Yeah, I have my car coffee and then I have my work coffee. So I do that and then I go into work. I don't like being late. I'm never late. I've worked since I was 18 and I think I've been late to work once. I don't like it. Never late. So yeah, don't be late. It's rude. My boyfriend is the same way. He gets all like anxious and he'll like, my boyfriend has anxiety actually kind of bad, and he like, it makes him really nervous to be late, and he'll like get the kids all worked up in this whole tizzy, and I'm like, okay, you're not even late, just calm down. And he's like, I can't be late. Okay, we're not late. Except for God, whenever we make plans to go anywhere, he is the worst because I'll be like, well, can we leave now? Can we go? Are we gonna go? When are we going? And I'm like, can we make our plan? He's like, well, we'll just go when we go. No, I have to know what time we're leaving. It doesn't have to be exact. We can, or I'm not talking about like a spontaneous trip, but if we make plans to go somewhere, I have to know when we're gonna leave. Like, are we leaving in the morning? Are we leaving at the afternoon? He's like, well, we'll just go when we go. No, and I don't know, like, are you one of those people that likes to leave, like, if we're going to the beach, I like to leave in the morning because I like to spend the whole day there. He's like, well, we'll leave at like 4 in the afternoon. No! I want to leave in the morning. I want to have the whole day there. Seems like a waste. I mean, we don't have to leave like 7 in the morning or anything, but I don't know. I just gave myself like a whole, thank you, sir. One time there was this bike rider, and I was probably like 14, when you're an obnoxious teenager and you're like, you know everything. So one time I stuck my hand out the window and I spanked his butt, and he fell off his bike, and I felt bad, but I did. I spanked his butt. So I'm almost there. I have 3 miles and it's only 12:02, but God, I feel so bad. I feel guilty. Like, I haven't seen, this is the second time I've seen my aunt since I was like, seriously, like 13 years old, and oh, I'm late. Like, I'm an asshole. Now she's gonna hate me. No, I mean, I don't think she'll hate me, but for real. Now I'm going to this foo-foo part of town, and I'm so sorry, it's so bumpy, and I'm wearing like, oh, my bug, the shirt that I wanted to wear. So I got these shirts at Macy's, and they're like real nice, like flowy shirts, but oh my God, They stain like a mother, whatever. Like every single, if I get water on them, I swear to God, it leaves like a watermark. They stain. And so I get my shirt out and it's stained. I don't know what happened. I didn't spill on it, but it's stained. So I got mad, and so I had to wash all my shirts, and then they didn't, you know, now they're all wet. So I don't dry my clothes in the dryer very often, but I was gonna dry it and just be like, you know, on low, but they wouldn't have dried in time. So now I'm wearing the shirt and I hate it. It's too short. It's a t-shirt from Target. It's not like anything special, but they're too short. I have this problem. So now it looks like I have, I don't know, like a spider, like a daddy long legs body with really long legs and a short torso. I don't know. I'm just annoyed today. I'm annoyed at everything. And so I'm gonna be down here getting my hair cut, and then I'm gonna drive back, and I'm supposed to meet a friend that I haven't seen in a really long time for like a lunch thing, and then I have school. Do you ever just want to plan your days around taking a nap? That's how I feel today. I'm tired. When I work, I told you, when I work, I get up at 4:50 in the morning. I'm not a morning person. So I'm tired. I have to catch up. See, this is why I'm fat. I'm lazy. I'm the laziest person in the entire world. I don't know what happened to me. I really honestly don't. I mean, I've always, like, I used to play softball, like, year round, and, like, all these different teams, and I love to be outside. I still love to be outside, but I love to be, like, active, and I don't know, like, now I could take a nap for, like, 27 hours, and then wake up, and I don't know. I mean, I really, honestly, I don't eat that much. I just want to sleep, and then I wake up and I'm like, let's watch. No, I don't really watch TV, but I can watch some YouTube, or like I do want to watch some shows, but oh, what's wrong with me? I'm trying to decide. No, what building is that? Big. I thought maybe it was the hospital, but the hospital's not big. I was going to show you where I worked, but no, that's not it. I'm not all that familiar with it out here anymore. I used to come out here every summer and visit my dad, but that stopped. The sad thing is like he just stopped showing up. Hey look. Like I don't want to shame anybody, but can you all see the guy? Like I found Waldo. Okay, I'm down on my phone now. So I'm just showing you my afterwards. This is my new haircut. My aunt cut it real quick, and I actually really like it a lot. She just took off just a little bit to kind of, you know, make it look nice again. It was, God, well, you saw, it was such a damn mess. It had been forever since I had a haircut, but now I'm just gonna drive home. I don't know what the hell time it is, like 1. I might stop for a little bit of lunch. I don't know. I know there's a good pokey place here, but I don't know. I need to go grocery shopping, so maybe I'll do that instead of eating out again. Look at this view, though, for real. Look at this mountain. Oh, look at my face. Oh, I can't switch over. So, excuse my flannel in the background, but I'm extremely hot. I'm sitting in my car, and there's like people circling around like vultures from my parking spot, and I should probably move, but I stopped and got a poke bowl. I caved, and I also stopped and got this iced Doppio espresso. It's a quad, which is 4 shots, I'm sure you know, in a grande cup, like cream with the blonde espresso, and 3 pumps of the smoked butterscotch. That is where I work. It's a really, really nice hospital. Do you see all this shit behind me? I'm so annoyed. I got a fucking flat tire. So I'm driving and it goes yeah. I'm so mad. Thank God I have like AAA, but I mean really, I just want to go home. So now I can't meet my friend for lunch, whatever. I mean, I got my Poke Bowl, but we were gonna go have like, I don't even know if we're gonna have lunch, but we're gonna do something. But yeah, I mean, hopefully I get back in time for class. If not, then I'll just have to email the professor and be like, yeah, I got a flat tire in the desert, it's still out here. But they're supposed to be here within 45 minutes, and you know the tow trucks take a long time, but thankfully they're gonna come get me and put my tire on so I can drive an hour home at like 25 miles an hour, and that means I will have to go and put gas in Aaron's, that's my boyfriend's car, and just use his while he's gone. But thankfully we have, you know, I am thankful that we have enough cars to be able to do that, because would suck. I don't want to say I don't have enough money to go get new tires, but I don't want to buy one tire at a time, and because it just doesn't make sense to do it that. Maybe I could just buy one. I don't know, because you should just buy all 4 tires if you are able, but these tires aren't old. Maybe they still have enough warranty. I don't know. I'll just wait till he gets home and figure it out. Isn't that what dudes are for? I'm being sarcastic. I seriously just want to cry. Like, my tire is so fucked. It's shredded. The guy's like, oh, you just have a little nail in it. And then he looked at it and he's like, oh, a little nail, we have to get a whole new tire. So I'm driving home all carefully on my spare. So yeah. But we're gonna get back on the freeway. And I apologize for like switching back and forth between my camera and my phone, but it's kind of cool because I could just kind of combine the footages, and it was really convenient. So we're over here. This is, what is this, Palm Desert? I go to the doctor over here, the kidney doctor, and there's some colleges. There's like, what is the CSUSB and UCR have extension campuses over here. And so this is, they're like developing this area a lot. Every time I come over here, there's always something new. And there's a lot of like hip and new restaurants and stuff. They always, seriously, they always have something new. I have to drive really, really slow because I have this spare, and I really hope I make it home. I call my boyfriend. He's like, you'll make it. You'll be fine. Just don't drive like an asshole. He's like, don't drive how you always drive. And I'm like, oh, fine. I'll be good. So I do. I really have to be careful and not drive too fast. So. Oh, no, I'm fine. This, seriously, I always get all messed up right here, but let me just be good. Let me not cut everybody off. They, you know, I remember like when we were growing up, they're like, oh, the west side will always be on your left, and the right, and the east side will always be on your right. No, it's all, now it's all, oh, I'm deaf now.
Incoming call.
Okay, so this is pretty much the worst like angle ever, and I apologize, but I am driving home on this spare tire and I can't go fast, so I figured I'd talk and ramble. But I was just saying, I think I ran out of room on my memory card on the camera, and I can't help it. I'm sorry, I apologize. But I was saying, they used to teach us like helpful hints, you know, like, oh, on the left side of the thingy, the freeway or the road or whatever, the on-ramps would be, the left side was like your the westbound, and the right side was the eastbound. Well, you can't go by that anymore because now they cram it all in one side. So like, I swear to God, I have the worst sense of direction anyway. I mean, it's gotten better as I've gotten older, but now it's all like, oh, on the right side you have both, and they're right next to each other. So I don't know, every time I come down to the desert, I'm like an idiot, a blind idiot. So yeah, now I'm driving home and I can't go faster than like 60, and I hope I make it because I'm on this donut. And I called my boyfriend and he told me, he's like, you'll make it, just drive slow and don't cut people off, and don't take the corners all fast, and don't take the scenic way home. So I'm taking the 10, and it's ugly and it's crowded, and just be nice. I'm like, well, that's impossible for me. You see me over here, and I have all this crap. I'm combining all the footage from my camera and my phone, and you know, I apologize, but it was really convenient. You see all this, but it'll work. But so I have all the stuff in the back seat because I had to clear out. I was gonna go take this all to the donation, and I don't know if you guys like this, but the donation bin. But I don't know if you guys like this, but I put it in the back of my car like months ago, probably like a year ago, in the trunk, and I haven't taken it. So I had to clear it all out so the nice guy from AAA could come in and put my spare on for me. And I swear to God, I'm gonna learn how to change my own tire. I haven't, and it's something that you should know, right? Like, I'm sure it really isn't that hard. I'm just, I know. I don't know how to change my own oil either. Like, I don't know. One time I heard this lady at work didn't know how to pump her own gas. And I know people in Oregon, like, they just got that ability to do so. But, like, she wasn't from Oregon, but she didn't know how to pump her own gas. And I'm like, are you for real? You can't pump your own gas. She said, no. So, yeah. I don't know. So yeah, I'm just like puttering along in the slow lane behind all the truckers, and people are probably staring at me. I mean, I have my hazards on, my emergency flashers, but people are probably like, lady, hurry it up. I don't know. I've had to do this before when I lived down in Riverside, because I had obviously, you know, to drive on my spare. But this, by the time I get home, it's going to be time for me to go to class. I don't know. So yesterday at work, I'm just going to talk like a mile a minute, but yesterday at work, I started getting a stuffy nose and a sore throat. And I thought it was the flowers, because, you know, when you're in the hospital, your family members bring you some cool flowers. It's a perk, I guess. And I had to move these flowers away from my, you know, lovely desk position. And it kind of went away. And then I got home and I didn't have a sore throat at all anymore. And now I have a sore throat again. Maybe it's because I've talked for like, God, this is really bad. Let me put this stuff here. Here, so you can look at my beautiful face. Is that a little bit better? But yeah, it's kind of back a little bit, and I'm having like some chest. You know when you have like a cold and your chest gets tight? That's annoying. I have that. So am I sick? Am I not sick? I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be sick. This flu season is no joke. I know we say that every year, and every year we're like, oh, but no, for real. Excuse me. We have people in the hospital dying from the flu. My mom has a friend, and his daughter, who was like 3 or 4, she died. She died of the flu. Like, not the throw up flu, but like influenza. So we have people on ventilators in ICU. We have 50-year-old men and women dying from the flu. Like, yeah, get your flu shot, but this flu shot is not as effective. I haven't gotten sick at all. And usually in the winter, I get really sick. Like last winter, I was sick for 3 damn months. Not like, oh, I had a cough. No, I was so sick. I had on and off fevers, and like, I'm sure I had pneumonia or something, but I don't know. I don't get sick very often. It's usually like a once a year thing. I haven't been sick at all this year, so let's keep it that way, right? But my lungs hurt, and I don't know. I don't feel like I don't know. What am I rambling on about now? So yeah, usually my drive from here to the town I live in, I don't know, I showed you all where I work, so I don't just tell you where I live, but from here to the town I live in takes about 45 to 50 minutes. This is going to take for damn ever. I don't drive slow. I don't have I have patience for some things, like, I don't know, some people, I don't know, I love to drive. I love to drive fast. I mean, I'm a safe driver. I've never had a ticket or anything, but this is too much for me. So, you know, this sounds so petty and whatever, but like, I wanted to place a damn order online, and now I can't order it because I now have to buy a stupid tire. You know, it's like petty shit, but I don't know. I'm gonna stop complaining. Okay, so here's a SoCal thing. The windmills, when they first were going to be built, I guess there was a big like thing. I didn't really know about this till just recently, actually. But these are such like a, I guess like a SoCal staple. I really like these, but people didn't want them. Excuse me, they call them an eyesore or whatever. But I don't know. There's just something about these windmills. I've always liked the windmills. Like when I see these, I'm always like, oh, the windmills. I don't know, since I was a kid, I've always really liked the windmills. And so, I don't know. My friend, my best friend Brandon and I we have kind of like a thing. We're always like, oh, the windmills. We'll send each other random pictures of the windmills. And so, yeah, there's the windmills. And I don't know if you think that's weird, but I really like the windmills. So I just thought I'd show you real quick. It's at sunset. They're really cool looking. This is kind of like a uglier time for the windmills, but yeah, I like them. So here's the windmills. Okay, so of course I turn on the camera and the dogs want to eat. It's so weird. They always wait till I get home and then they all scarf down my food. It's been sitting here all day. It's like a of course I wasn't planning on stopping at the store anyway or on my way home, but I went to the tire place and they had to order my tires. I'm getting 2 new tires, so what was this? Oh, I forgot my bags. Well, I mean, 3/4 of the time I forget them anyway, so they just sold me some bags because we have to pay for bags here in California, and I got some paper bags because we use them for dog poo-poo. So anyway, I got some spring mix salad mix, whatever, lettuce, I don't know. What is this? It's organic baby lettuces. Then I got some more of this creamy ranch. Oh, some more of these snap peas. This is in the creamy ranch flavor. It was 2 for $5. I got some red cabbage. I'm gonna make some cabbage steak because I've never actually made them at home before. That's Castile soap, Castile soap, whatever. I didn't get that at the store, but it's sitting on the table. And then I got some Fig Newmans. I just really, really wanted some Fig Newmans while I was walking through the store. I got these bars. I like to eat these at work as like a breakfast. Like I said, probably 9,000 times in my vlog today. I know. I get up at 4:50 in the morning, and I'm not, who's hungry at 4:50 in the morning? So I sit and I watch Heartbeats all day long, and sometimes we have somebody that comes around and gives us breaks, but more often than not we don't. And so if the charge nurse can't relieve me for a break until like 10 o'clock, I'm hungry. So I'm hungry at like 8 o'clock. And so these let me eat breakfast or, you know, whatever at a normal time without, because we're not supposed to eat at the nurse's station, but these, nobody's going to come around and yell for eating protein bar or whatever at the nurse's station. And they really, I mean, all things considered, they're 230 calories, so it's like, you know, an okay amount. And they're 9 grams of fat, 27 grams of carbs. It's only 5 grams of sugar. And I mean, I'm a giant, so I'm not all that picky with my, and this one is 13 grams of protein. So it's really, and it's plant-based protein. So it's not Jem wants to, I swear, it's what they wait. So it's not really, yes, I could eat something better, but am I going to chow down on an omelet at the nurse's station? No. Is it okay if I discreetly eat this bar at the nurse's station? Yes. So I got sea salt almond chocolate, sea salt almond chocolate. This one I had never seen before. This is a superfruit and protein. This one has 10 grams of protein, and this is coconut almond chia. I also have shakes that I do bring them to work, and I either mix them there or I make them in the NutriBullet. Blueberry beet. Oh, I love beets. I'm sure this doesn't taste like beets, but anyway. And then I got, these are on sale, so I got a few of them. Coconut almond chia and almond chia. So that's that. I got 2 of these gigantic avocados. These are not ripe yet. Put them on the counter or whatever. They'll be ripe like in 3 days. These are Haas. I got some maple syrup. I saw Christopher Allen made a maple latte, and I'm going to make myself a maple latte. And my boyfriend, cooks with maple. This is not like, this isn't the best maple syrup I could have bought, but it's good enough for me. Am I covering the microphone again? Sorry. And I've had the Sprouts maple syrup before, and it's plenty delicious. This is honey chipotle. I apologize for this ghetto vlog, but whatever. Honey chipotle Sprouts barbecue sauce. I like barbecue sauce. I make my own barbecue sauce occasionally, but this is probably better than mine. I make my boyfriend and his kids some barbecue chicken in the crock pot, and I use beer, and they like it. And I also make myself a vegetarian version of that. And sometimes too, I like this on my Brussels sprouts. Where the hell are my Brussels sprouts? Are they still in the car? Oh man, did I forget them? Are they in here? Oh, thank God. You guys, I went to the store specifically for Brussels sprouts and I forgot. Okay, I got myself some salmon. Probably about, like, today I had a poke bowl. So probably about one time every 2 or 3 months I do have some salmon. So I am not entirely a vegetarian. So I guess I'm a pescatarian. Whatever. I'm not all that strict, but I do occasionally indulge in fish. It's not like a daily thing. It's not a weekly thing. It's not really even a monthly thing. But if that offends you, I apologize. Actually, I don't apologize. If that offends you, then... But I did get some pan-sear teriyaki salmon. My friend Angie is coming down. Angie used to make YouTube videos. But yeah, we'll probably eat that. And if not, then it'll be in the freezer. I'll put it in the freezer in just a second. I got this Supreme meatless sausage and vegetable pizza. And, you know, I don't eat a lot of frozen vegetarian meat substitutes. I do have crumbles that I will put into like spaghetti sauces, or like when my boyfriend makes shepherd's pie for him and his boys, then I will have him throw some crumbles into mine. But I don't use a lot of meat substitutes unless it's my own and I make seitan. I do make my own seitan. But anyway, this is something for like those nights when you just don't fucking want to cook. So I do keep stuff like this on hand for those nights, or like when we have pizza night and I want some pizza, and like sometimes it's like, yeah, ooh, I want, you know, onions and bell peppers. Sometimes it does get kind of old, and yeah, I love vegetables. I mean, look, you'll see a whole bag of vegetables. I eat tons of vegetables. Sometimes I just want some junk, and I indulge. So there's that. What is this? Ooh. This onion. The crusty looking onion, but this onion, this sweet onion. I got myself some bananas. Look at that one. I got some cauliflower. Their cauliflower was rough looking. I think I got the only one. That was dirt. That didn't have like mold for real. How are they selling that? Then I got some apples. These are, I believe, did I get pink lady? I don't even remember. Yeah. Pink lady apples. Oh, that's a little bit. So, you guys, like having a flat tire wasn't enough. I walk out. 2 of my bags broke. One broke at the bottom and the handles fell off the other. I was just dead. So, I just said I was going to take everything out of the bag. I freaking forgot an entire bag. I'm sorry. I got some black beans. I'm going to make a quinoa bake, so I'm going to put that in there. My friend Heather is a vegetarian. She's been a vegetarian for like more than 20 years, and she made this delicious quinoa bake. And I make my own vegetable quinoa bake, but hers had these like, I don't even really like black beans that much, but I don't know. Hers was delicious, so I'm going to make my own version. I got this gigantic clove of garlic. Elephant garlic. So I got that. I got this fancy, look at this. Look at this thing of carrots. Heirloom carrot bundle, some broccoli. This is gonna be the world's longest vlog. It's cool. Tricolor quinoa for my bake. I have some of that in the cupboard. That's okay, I'll eat it. Zucchinis. I have found the Zoodler and I'm inspired. It's up in my cupboard. I've had it for years and never used it because I suck. Ooh, mango chilies. Wait, no, scratch that. Chili mangoes. And the whole thing I went to the store for, these Brussels sprouts. They were kind of looking rough today too, but I took like, bam, all those. So that's my sprouts haul. And I think I don't really have much more to say other than thank you for watching my long, kind of stressful for me vlog. That's really it. I think that I want to vlog more often. This was pretty cool, except I don't ever want to have a flat tire again. That just kind of put a damper on the whole day. Oh, sorry. Hey, don't fight in the house. Don't do that. They're just playing. But yeah, this was pretty cool. But it's gonna take me a while to put all this stuff together because I was all over the place. But If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything else, please let me know, and thank you for watching.